So I wanted to share a brief overview of our flagship solution, CredentialStream. CredentialStream is a very flexible and configurable system to help you manage your data concerning providers, payers, and facility information. We are currently looking at the dashboard screen of CredentialStream. Now, this can look very different depending on your role or where you sit in the organization. You'll notice that it has several different dashboards and data points that will give you a consistent feed of live data as to what's happening in your system. There's the opportunity to have dynamic reporting and aggregate views so that you can see your incoming applications, managing expirables, ongoing monitoring, and more. We will take a look at some of the areas that are related to enrollment today. I always like to just take a look at our payer contract screens, which are going to give you the opportunity to store the information related to these different plans. You'll notice as this sample agreement I have here, we will see areas to store important relevant dates, if it's a delegated agreement or not. And scrolling down, there are areas to upload your contract copies, fee schedules, and so much more. We also will have an area to store your provider data. So I'm pulling up our provider record here, and this is going to have everything related to this individual in one place. We can navigate through the folders on the left-hand side of the screen and as well click into different areas such as our PSV monitoring or things like this. We have the ability to automate different aspects of this platform and for your different processes for credentialing, re-credentialing, and enrollments. This will allow you to help maintain your processes and procedures by standardizing how you accomplish tasks. I'm going to jump into a workflow here just so you can get a sense of some of the items that exist. And we will pull up my workflow here. So you can use this to track and manage the different forms that should be associated to these workflows. And you can also interact with your provider from an electronic basis, requesting their applications virtually, receiving signatures, and gathering information. This is a checklist type of workflow, gathering information for enrollment, but I do want to show you what it may look like for a provider who is interacting with CredentialStream to send their application data to you, to sign off on documents, and things like that. While that's pulling up, we'll just pop over here and show a couple areas for our dynamic field reporting. So our quick views are something that will allow you to monitor any of your expirables, whether that's related to the provider's licenses or any of your contracts that you need to re-enroll your providers with. So we can click into any of these and this will show us more details about that particular process or that agreement, things like that. And I will also take us back over to our reporting screen here on the main area, just to call out a few of the other data elements that are present. So you'll notice some of these areas are related to turnaround times and things like this. When you use CredentialStream's workflows, you're going to have additional data metrics to be able to track how long it's taking to go through different processes, whether that's completing the primary source verification, reviewing different files, and verifying that information using the various tools within CredentialStream. We do support the filling out and pre-population of PDF forms, which is more of the traditional way of enrolling with different payer plans. But we also support the delegated processes through our roster manager tool. I love to show this because we do have the opportunity to schedule rosters to be sent on those different required cadences. And you can also build out your own roster templates using our master template and then drag and dropping those required column names that you may have rather than manually generating those rosters on your own through Excel. These can then be automated to launch and send, whether that's an add, term, or change roster. And this will help support that process as you continue to provide updates through your delegated agreements and provide the information to those different plans. Of course, we have additional opportunity and features to support groups like yourself. In the interest of time, we won't be going into all of those details today, but we also support privilege granting groups, revenue cycle, small medical groups, and everything in between. We're always happy to present a more tailored demonstration for your needs. And I hope that this was a helpful and exciting taste of what our solution can do to help support you and maintain your accreditations.